Good evening. Sorry, let me just fix that frame there. Okay, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. Happy Mother's Day to any of you who may be celebrating that. As usual, we're just seeing out the weekend with a chill Let's Play. Normally we're playing some Morrowind, but I've been mixing it up every other week with a little something different. I was going to be doing this last week, but I was still recovering from an illness. I'll spare you the details, but yeah, I've been excited to check this out for a while. Norco. It came out a few weeks ago on Game Pass PC. So if you have that, you can try it. You can play it for free right now. Game Pass. I'll throw another coin in the Game Pass jar every time we mention. Every time we shout out that service. We use that a lot for the Omni Gamers Club. So I don't know a lot about this. I have not played this game at all yet. I've literally just booted it up for the first time, so excited to check it out. I do know it's a point and click adventure. At least has some inspiration from classic point and click adventures. Not really a genre I've gotten along well with in the past. I never had a PC when I was super young. I was never able to play any of those LucasArts ones back in the day. And going back in hindsight, I've sort of haven't had the patience for the pixel hunting and the trial and error and everything. But I do appreciate that a lot of them had very good writing. It's definitely something that's appealed to me, and that's what I hear is really strong here in Norco. A few people, a few reviewers like over at Waypoint have been shouting this out and already talking about it in like their game of the year, saying like this and Elden Ring are lined up to be their games of the year, short of any surprise hits later in the year. So I know it's set in the real life city of Norco, Louisiana, I think it is, and it is a sci-fi dystopian setting. Though I've heard people say that the dystopian side of things isn't so much fiction, that it is unfortunately representing a lot of the real life struggles of the sort of Rust Belt US. Not something I'm familiar with, but I've heard that it is representing some very real anxieties in that area of the world, put it that way. But it's got some very cool vibes and very well written. So I'm looking forward to jumping in here. If you're watching along, let me know what you've been playing this weekend. If we find some downtime, I can discuss that as well. But Mark from my podcast co-host joined me yesterday in person for the first time in a few months. So we played a couple of games. That was good fun. But I'll probably be discussing that on the podcast shortly. Anyway, I think we're recording that after I'm done streaming here, so stay tuned to that, I guess. So I guess we can jump right in. Let me know if the sound is fine. It's pretty ambient right now, but if I'm not sure how that's gonna blow out once we get started in the game. So let me know if I needed to tweak that a bit. I think it sounds pretty good so far, as long as the music doesn't pick up anymore. Okay. Norco, Louisiana. There we go. I was right. Remembered correctly. Shield hid the stars behind halogen and flame projected onto the sky every night. Yes, I have heard that the language is very flowery in this in this game. Oh, there we go. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. I'm going to move this mic a little closer here if I'm going to be talking a whole lot. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. I could never sleep, it was so loud. I still can't sleep without that sound. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. You're living right in it, and you've never known anything else. Ooh. some funky animation. In your dreams, the towers were grand cathedrals, places of worship. The swamps hid behind mirrors like spies. The birds transformed into radiant spheres and traced omens above the highway blight. Whoa, Skyface. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. Okay, so is this us, the woman there? I didn't care. Indifference. Let's go for that. But you did for a while. You caught out on a grainer to Chicago and onward to the west coast. You'd never left Louisiana and thought you'd never return. Oh, thanks so much, The Gravedigger, for the subscription, getting those Bezo bucks. I forgive you for coming to games yesterday now. Hope you're doing well down there. Hope the trip is going well. Not sure if you're finding some time to play some games, but if so, let me know what you've been playing. Where were we? You thought the ghosts of the lowlands wouldn't find you hiding along the road. The years carried you through overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo, across mountains, above cell towers. Thumbing down 99, you saw an old man crouched in a roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. He had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. It's a Nosferatu type fellow there. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. Oh, what's the faces? I saw those in some of the screenshots, and I assumed that they were like robots, but it may be representative of something else. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. Oh, Blake is a brother. I assumed it was a partner. Okay. Sad face. By and by, you made your way east. You threw your phone into the Rio Grande. You joined the armies of the Mesa. For months, you were in the company of fugitives. You slept in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. Oh, you've been playing Vagrant. Oh, we've got. You haven't played Vagrant Song yet, but yeah, I've heard good things about that one. Hope you enjoyed that. And today you've been visiting the zoo. Excellent. Sounds like a lovely time. It's been pretty. The weather's been a little inconsistent here, but it was sunny enough for Mother's Day that we were able to get out and do a nice hike. And I think it's been threatening to rain again since. Oh, Quadrain, welcome. Hello. Thanks for joining. Let us know if you've had time to play something this weekend. Oh, and I keep forgetting to say I finally got around to creating a couple of new emotes for the channel. So let me find those. Those who have watched my cooking streams will of course be familiar with Ted, who is my constant companion. So I've got Wisdom Ted, and sort of grinning Ted. I'm not sure what expression that is. I think he was actually sneezing, but I know I've always liked that expression. So the many faces of Ted. I may work on some more later. I've got a couple more slots left. I haven't figured out what else I'm going to do with those. Unfortunately, I can't. At the number of followers I have, I can't create free emotes. They're all locked to subscribers. But I can at least throw them around, and now the Gravedigger can too. Oh, no games, Quadrain. Sorry to hear. But hope you got out and enjoyed the weather today, at least. Where were we? The war was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. Now, are we talking a figurative or a literal meme? You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up junta bloodied the parched land. While hiding in the berth of a freightliner. Oh. I forget the many things I've seen. You called home from a landline in a motel somewhere beyond Texas. You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. Okay, well, not a very happy Mother's Day here, unfortunately. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. The ghosts were calling you back home. Oh, we're going home to Norco. So we've been in the wars, we've been in the bloody juntas, the meme wars. So I guess you've been in Texas or so for 5 years, and now we're back in Norco. Oh, I've heard about this monkey, the creepy monkey. Oh no. You're still under a soft lockdown, so I let my wife take some time out for herself. Oh, that's nice. I hope you obviously got your hands full with the kids there, I presume. Yeah. Where are we? Okay, so you awake from a delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood bedroom. Can be. Oh, monkey watches you from the corner. Oh, sad face. What's this? That's me. Okay, what is this? Oh, okay. That was grim. Mind map. You. This feels very what's the game? Detective based on the on the stats are all your psyche. Disco Elysium. This feels very Disco Elysium. I don't know. Just you. Oh, you were traveling. You are home again. Finished thought. You were traveling. Let's go to the Pacific Coast, which we're a little more familiar with. Summer days arrived. You built a bike in a garage in Eureka and took it south. Generator shows on the beach. Interstate on-ramps teeming with personalities. The familiar smile of the face of the old man in the Central Valley ditch. Oh, there he is, the Nosferatu. That smile burned its image into your eyes. Ooh, okay. Well, can we... Wait. I guess we've traveled through all of these locations. And okay. Through the Midwest, the freight cars rattled in the cold dusk as you crouched on the grainer porch. The cell towers peeked over the flat country, translating the notions of the world. The lights of the suburban Memphis, the fences, the traffic, the stark shadows under a lavender blanket of clouds. Afraid, tired, silent, and alert at each terminal, you watched the night decay for miles. You rode in the back of a van wedged between amplifiers from Chicago to Des Moines. You stole a heater from Walmart and brought it to the poorly attended house show. Yeah, stick it to Walmart. Des Moines to Kansas City to Denver. Oh, you're over your quarantine, but your daughter tested positive, so staying out of school, popping out to the store or even downtown to your free comic book day. Excellent. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get out yesterday. Unfortunately, I hoped to maybe go scope it out. But what cool stuff did you pick up at comic book day? I didn't really have a chance to look into what was the hotness this year. And if it's downtown, I assume that would be Golden Age is the main one I'm familiar with downtown there. Maybe I should go there, drop by there at work tomorrow and see if there's anything left over. Your friends went... Oh, so this is across the Rockies. Your friends went south and you were glad to be alone. You spent long nights after these highways in a shitty sleeping bag. You bathed in rivers. You watched the ocean of outer space. You watched the satellites travel along their course. Okay. So that's that. No, I said this. Okay, hang on. Let's jump through that. Dismiss. You. Can I... Finish thought. Who's this? The smile of the man who crouched in the ditch of the highway revisits your mind. His head was smudged with Wednesday ashes and mascara ran from his eyes. Ooh. Oh, that's it. Okay, so I figure it's some memory that's haunting us. You saw him in the ditch, then you blinked and he was gone. So it's the ghost of some memory. I don't like when I hover over him how the he looks up here. Not liking that at all. Oh, another sub. Excellent. Stubborn Royalty. Thanks so much for those Bezo bucks. Yeah, and then thanks for joining. Golden Age collectibles had stacks and stacks more from previous years. I grabbed a few for the kids, but bought the latest Rocketeer for myself. Yeah, sorry, Steph, yes, hi. I thought it was you, I couldn't quite remember. But yes, thanks so much, really appreciate that. And hope you've having fun with Ash down there. So, that's our mind map for now. Still sad. We just woke up. So of course we're sad. Can we... Okay, I've still got to figure out what level of interaction... Oh, I see. Okay, so we do get some kind of indication when we can interact with something. What is that? Oh, it's a sticker. I thought it was like some some Death Star in the sky or something. But it's a sticker on the window. A sticker from grade school, half peeled from the window. Okay. What else have we got here? Photos? A flyer from a show your friend put on a few weeks before you left town. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. Whipped in the face of the bike chain. No, we're never there when the actual fight happens. You didn't feel like being around crowds that night. After the show, you and Blake shot fireworks from a rooftop of a hotel in Poydras Street. Sleepless and sober, the two of you walked back to Norco. You watched the sun climb over the grain elevators. Okay. So it's this a flyer. Which is the? I think it must be this thing here. Okay, the photos are important. Okay, plants. Can we water the plant? I seem to recall that being a thing. What was it? It was a game. If it wasn't this, there was another game recently where there was an achievement to water the plant, but you only had like one chance to do it. I can't remember what that was. Okay, one of you may be able to remind me. Oh, was it? Life is Strange, I think, had something for watering a plant. I think. You assume Million has been keeping... Million? Who's Million? Sounds like a robot butler or something. Has been keeping the plants alive. Books. What books are we reading? Among the books on the shelf is a slim volume called Crisis Laughing. Oh boy. What is Crisis Laughing? The proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. Oh, so like after the apocalypse, people decided using those areas for like zombie LARPs or something. Punks from across the country ventured into the Ninth Ward, Gentilly, St. Bernard, and finally the East. They curated the theatrical self-portrait of their lives in the ruins. Huh. Interesting. The aesthetics of disaster were central to that emerging milieu. It began to percolate into popular culture. Collapse became the zeitgeist. Yeah, I can see. I certainly see that happening. You look at people using abandoned shopping malls for zombie LARPs, and that's literally a thing I've seen up here. So this is the next step towards that, I guess. Wise investors recuperated the experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a marketplace for crisis. Oh, I guess, of course, we must be... My US geography is rubbish. I'm assuming Ash and Steph, you might be able to remind me how close we are to New Orleans in Norco, Louisiana. Wait, is New Orleans, Louisiana? I'm terrible. I don't know. US states confuse me. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, so we're in the bedroom. We can go to the living room. Okay, but we have to look at... Okay, I'm looking at everything except the laptop because I'm assuming the laptop will have a bunch of stuff. But I think that's it. Okay, laptop. Laptop, your parane. Your parane. Oh, it did say at the start this was Norco, Louisiana. So maybe there's multiple Norcos. I mean, most city names have multiple equivalents in the States, I guess. Your laptop, the laptop your parane gifted you idles on a shoddy particle board desk. Wake laptop. As the screen illuminates, you notice that the signal in the house is dead, no internet. It looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left the browser tab open. What do we got here? Is this looks like a chat? Guile K8D. Oh, it's just okay. It's just codes. Lol to fuck the fuck kind of name is whack job. Just like the name sounds, full of lunatics, app's a way of getting you to join a cult. Worse than them people living in the mall in Kenner. You can't trade that coin they use on hardly any exchanges because everyone knows it's a goddamn Ponzi scheme. What is it? Bitcoin cult? Mods won't do a thing about shills, but they'll ban you on the spot for using a naughty word. Place is a joke. ClearNet's nothing but celeb libs and bots. Seen this exact thing, OP. Still there? Seen at the base of the upper suction. Oh wait, there's more. Whoa, that's quite a bit. Okay. Anybody still post here? Place is a wasteland. Mods are all SJWs. Let's see. Was knocking out sack late in the spillway, saw a big round glowing thing in the sky, call that the sun. Funny, talk to someone else, seen it too near the parish canal. Bruh, that's the sun. People don't get outside very much. Or is the sun just not hardly ever seen anymore? I see that every day, OP been rising and setting every day I've been alive. Forcing the sun, brah, relax. Looked like it was made of glass, maybe would glow real bright, then not at all. Moved fast. Get some sleep, OP. Quack job, quack coin. Oh yeah, we're definitely dealing with Bitcoin. Sorry, crypto coin. Oh, Norco is 30 minutes away from New Orleans. Okay, yeah, that is very close. Okay, so it sounds like New Orleans is gone. I mean, if climate change is going the way it's going, that's not a huge stretch, sadly. Okay. So we're dealing with a crypto cult. Let's go to the living room. No? Oh, monkey's not letting us leave. Okay. What have we got here? Bills. A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Dear neighbour, please be advised there will be some elevated flaring at the site of our number 5 stack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This would pose no health risk to residents. If you have questions or concerns, please contact the Shield Norco office of community engagement. Memories of sleepless nights, the dull refinery hum in the red halogen half-darkness, your mum sitting here staring through the window. There was a tension in her demeanour, as if you were interrupting some urgent and obligatory task. You'd continue to the kitchen with no words exchanged. Would explain why we left. She was thinking about Blue. She barely knew you were there. A family photo album. What do we got? Yellowing pages of disposable photographs. Your grandfather, a peculiar look in his face, impossible to read. Your mum staring at Blake through the obscure lighting. He's dressed as a vampire, tugging at someone's waist. Pleated khaki shorts. Wait, maybe he's Blake the man, the Nosferatu we've been seeing visions of? A photo labeled duck. Scene of a barbecue on the lakefront. Oi! Chivo. Oh, I'm not sure if you've seen that on stream. The sound probably popped at least. A photo labeled duck. Scene of a barbecue on the lakefront. The man at the center points playfully at the camera. His face is obscured. Okay, that dude's definitely a vampire. I'm not sure if there's actual vampires in this game. Turn the page and there's Blue, your father, though you've never thought of him that way. His skin stained by the sun, a canister of dip shoved into his front pocket. His smile easy, his knowing eyes. You set the book aside. Okay, well, it sounds like that we unlocked some new stuff in our mind map here. Oh, is this Blue? Oh no, Peter Pops Pierre Melancon. He passed away when you were a teenager. He seemed to court controversy. There was a child you never understood why. Blue. There's a vague memory. You don't remember Blue, only the things he left behind. Photographs, cologne, tools. The name that your mother kept. Even the pictures that have survived are too faded to make out. Okay. Why? What's the sad face? Your brother is a lot. Too much. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble, spends sleepless nights scrolling image boards and staring at... Was he the one who posted about the sun? An edgelord, a shitlord, a sensitive soul, compassionate, foolish, can't take criticism, always needs money, tries to help those he loves but often makes things worse. I think we all have one of those, right? Insecure, dysmorphic, constantly checking his reflection, always seeks validation, was terrified of you leaving, and now he's terrified of you dying. Oh, Ender829, welcome. Thanks for joining. You live 10 minutes from Norco. Wow. And Norco, Louisiana, I presume, as we were discussing earlier. Apparently there are several Norcos. I'm not too familiar down that corner of the world. I'm up in Canada, West Coast Canada. So yeah, I mean, I assume I've heard that this is some similarities to the real world, like the dystopian elements in terms of the economic anxieties tend to be pretty on point. The sci-fi elements, not so much. Norco, Louisiana, just outside of New Orleans. Excellent. So apparently New Orleans is gone. There's been some flood, and people are now using New Orleans as like some LARP zone, I guess. So Blake, our brother, all I feel is guilt and obligation. No love or anything like it. Your brother. Okay. So, oh, Duck. What's Duck's deal? An old friend of your mum's. Your memory of him is scattered and vague. Okay. Your mum. She died. The cancer metastasized. It was her liver, then her lungs, then it was in her brain. She was on chemo, never finished her third course. At the hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left there before she drew her last breath. Alone with the morphine drip and the rattling glass, that's how Catherine died. Okay. So, laundry basket. Your mum's unfolded laundry. Okay. What have we got? Oh, can we turn it on? No, we have no internet signal, but maybe we have a TV signal. Chaotic distortion of your mother's memories flash before you. Oop. Whoa. Huh. Is this actual footage, or is like with a heavy filter? Oh, this might be the flare. There was a letter regarding an enlarged flare from one of the towers. Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay, the TV's not particularly exciting. It's just traffic cam videos. Oh, that's the plant in Norco. You can see that flame from my house. Wow, okay, so this is legit. I'm not sure what year this is set in, to be honest. like how far in the future we are, or is it like just alternate history? Air conditioner. The heat of spring will soon arrive, and the mildewed air of the window unit will fill the room. What have we got? Oh, a photo of your mum holding Blake as a baby on a beach in Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand beside them, bundled up and laughing as a gust of wind rakes the beach. The sky is bone white. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. The western margin of the lake. Many tragedies have come to pass along the western margin of Lake Pontchartrain. The unnamed hurricane of YW9D left the settlement of Frenier and La Branche in a state of unrecognizable destruction. Those who survived did so by clinging for their lives to the limbs of cypress trees. The fables and secrets of those communities lie with the bones now scattered in the sediments of the lake. Okay, well, that's a lot. Okay. I don't think we're going to bother with those books. What else have we got here? Bedroom, front yard, kitchen, front yard. Okay, check the front yard. Oh, Mary? What's with the Mary? Your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. Now, is it an actual cat, or is that a cat statue? Your mum fed the neighborhood strays. They must be hungry since she passed. No, actual cat. Very still. 3 times this house is flooded. The first flood is a shadow of a memory. Placing your feet down on drenched carpet, your mum and grandfather ripping out sheetrock, sitting in a small RV in the backyard, setting dolls on a cluttered little table. You were 14 during the second flood. The pumping station failed during a heavy rain. You were in class watching the clouds move upriver. You got a text message from your mum, stay in Destrayan? I'll come get you. For 2 weeks, you shared a hotel room with your mum and Blake. She spent all her days gutting the house. In the evenings, she would sometimes help. Yeah, I must admit, at least where I've lived, there's never been like this constant anxiety about hurricanes and floods, and though like we've had like bushfires are a constant threat. We're both in Australia and Canada where I've been, but a constant threat of just losing everything from flood seems rough. And I mean, we have so much rain here in Vancouver, but I guess it tends to clear out. The drainage seems better here, so these flatlands, just everything is underwater, is pretty scary. Third flood, another pump failure. Your mum's hired contractors with the insurance money. She said she was getting too old for it. You were bitter. You blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. Yeah, Abbotsford. So like not downtown Vancouver, but some of the outlying areas that are much flatter, obviously are pretty much are at risk of flooding. We had that. I mean, I guess it was just earlier this year. We had pretty bad ones. That's not unprecedented, but pretty uncommon for this corner of the world. But you know, climate change ain't stopping. The fourth flood. The fourth flood will follow a slow hurricane, and it will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as critical levees breach. There will be a massive blackout that lasts weeks. Much of the sewerage infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist. It will bankrupt the region. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground of the Mississippi River. They will take to piracy and hijack commercial shipping vessels. Private mercenary forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly, industry will flee this hot zone. The old river control structure will collapse from neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. Norco, an old abandoned refinery town on a ghost of a river. Your house will be squatted and then razed. Yeah, it's pretty grim. But imagine there is a lot of legitimate climate anxiety in the actual Norco. Where are we? 3 crows eye you from the power line. Oh, is that what they... Anything else we're missing here? Or can we go on? Oh, wait, why are there two things here? So backyard... Oh, backyard and streets. Let's do the backyard first. Oh, is that Millions? Million, there we go. Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace has taken on the rusted and weather-worn quality of the rest of the machinery in the yard. You recall the night that your mum showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mass was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. You wonder if such memories hide behind her constellation of eyes. The robot regards you casually. Kay. Oh, we know our name. We are Kay. Kay and Blake. Okay. So Kay, you're awake. Catherine used to say the sound of the refinery helped pacify you. Perhaps that is no longer true. Well, interesting, like, looks like there's a little liquid interior to her, mechanisms. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, cool. In any case, I'm certain I was no help. She gestures towards the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I was turning over the engine on that bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy. But they're all in good shape now. All I need is a fuse and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. Ah, we have our first point-and-click fetch quest. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one to answer the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. Likely at the bar or bookstore, if I had to guess. Where can we get a fuse? The gas station just up the road has them, but you may have to persuade Troy to let you in. My mother left behind a lot of loose ends. From what little I know, I gather she was conducting research for a client in Fat City. I sense that many people would like to acquire that data. Okay, I'm unaware of where she has hidden it. Perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts. I haven't a clue. These are things she discussed with me. These aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. Oh, I don't know. What was she researching? Okay, I took her knowledge for granted. Your mother had a lot to teach, but she wasn't always the easiest person to get along with. Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. History has a lot of value in this place. Okay. Okay, so Mum had some research that's valuable to some unknown parties. The towers of the refinery wink in a subtle and familiar rhythm. Your mum kept all her gear in a plastic container strapped behind the back of the cab of the truck. Boots, waders, flashlights, tackle, first aid kit, etc. This truck was your grandfather's. You remember riding in his lap while he let you steer, the dead wasps that collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No AC, windows down. The rattling chassis was deafening, going 75 on Interstate 10. Million has been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mum's death. Okay. Oh, can I pick that up? Pry bar. No? Okay. Oh, there's the bike. Your mum's old 4-cylinder 350cc bike. It has extensive rust and wear. Okay. Wait, what is that? Disintegrating crab net. Blue taught your mum how to make these, and your mum taught you. In the summers, you'd bike to suction before sunrise. Tie chicken necks to the bottom ring of your net. Submerge it. Sit there nursing a coffee while the swamp raised its voice. You'd come home with a dozen or so crabs, snapping and writhing in a burlap sack. You assume your mum hadn't been out on the water much this past year. Huh. Okay. Oh, kitchen. I don't think we've been to the kitchen yet. So we can go backyard and front yard. I think that's it. I think we've seen everything here. Okay, let's check out the kitchen. One thing I'd really like, I seem to recall hearing this complaint, is like a button you can like tab to highlight every interactable thing. Just so you're not like searching around, what can I interact with? I mean, I just get so anxiety that I'm gonna miss something in these games. Okay, pills. Your mum's painkillers are spilled across the counter. Okay. No, oh no. Let's go back inside. Microwave. You've discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave over the years that it's discouraged you from using it. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the protective screen, blocking the hour. The roach hour. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machine. Yeesh. Okay. Well, if anything can survive in a microwave, it's roaches. You were always frightened by the laundry room. Okay. Oh, attic? Attic's gonna have some good stuff. What is that? Is there anything here? Sorry, oh, here we go. Boxes. There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine your mum gave it away as the end approached. Is that it? Bunch of old toys, it looks like. I don't know what that is. Looks like a robot or something. Something robotic. Oh, we have more mind map stuff. Okay. Oh, million. Million was... Yeah, it sounds like there was some comment about having hacked her. To get into her root systems or something. So... Let's say, yeah, stolen security android, perhaps. She guarded the perimeter of the aluminium refinery in Gramercy? One day, she ran away. You don't know? Million? What? Oh, Million was... Once a fugitive, now just a relic. She spends hours in stasis beneath the house like any discarded thing would. Million. Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay. Well, so we've got conducting research. For who? For a client in Fat City. Does Fat City have a real-world analog, I wonder? Your mum was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know. Okay. Shield. Shield is... oil refinery. Okay. Shield Gulf South is a regional subsidiary of a transnational oil empire. It holds a large share of leases in the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil right here in Norco. Okay. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces the feedstock for plastic consumer products. Shield owns half the town. Okay. Okay, that's like a little reminder of who's who, I guess. Similar to something like Outer Wilds had that like a mind map of what your knowledge was. So that's a fun little reminder. Looks like you can revisit those things at any time. What's this, by the way? Oh, that's the larger setting. So we are home. There's the oil refinery. So we're right on the edge of it there, huh? There's the swamps. So I guess this must be on the coast, or very close to it at least. Interesting. Okay. So kitchen, backyard, attic, living room. I think back to the streets. Front yard, street. There's street. There we go. Okay. Turtle. Padu PI? Oh, Padu Private Investigators. We snoop for you. Padu. Little sister, the turtle. He crawled out of the trash can. Don't touch him, see? He's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. Trash water is not clean. We gotta go, see? Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. Okay, well, I think we have to go inside the private investigators. The snowball stand is closed for the winter. I think that's all we can do. Oh, hang on. Home, dimes discount, floodgate oh, that's right. I think Blake might be at the bar. Let's see if we can go in there first. The lights are on at Padgett Private Investigators. Do we have reason to want one? Oh, no answer. Okay. Let's go to the discount store first. Dimes discount. A freight loader is being repaired in the Batcher Woods over the levee. Okay. A film crew is set up along River Road. Several floodlights illuminate a gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively above a corpse. Is it actually a film crew, or is it all just a cover? As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass. Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? Hey, you know what? Wait a second. You from around here? We could use some cultural expertise, you might say. We're filming a Bayou cop drama and all these knuckleheads are from LA. An actor on set turns towards the director. I told you, Kevin, I'm from Texas. Oh, that's right, Noah. I forgot. Your Harvard-educated daddy bought a boutique ranch outside Austin. Well, that don't make you a cowboy, Hoss. Now hush up before you scare off the yokel. Director returns his attention towards you with a mild look of disgust. Only mild disgust. Help us out, will you? This script needs some work. What do you say? Hey, Noah, get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. What is he? Okay, well, he's not hiding his disdain. The actor smolders. He whispers under his breath. I'm a redneck. Fine, Noah, you're a redneck. A real salt of the earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? So just take a knee. Alright, anyway, we need some good slang. What do you call a villain, a bad apple, a lowlife? Crawfish devil? A bad daddy? Arsehole. Yeah, I guess just keep it simple. Bad daddy. You know what? I was just watching a YouTube video on bad daddies. I think it's a film critique, so let's do that. Bad daddy, so you nod solemnly. That's pretty jive, pretty seedy. I can work with that. Great, that's settled. One more thing. What's a more regional way of saying to murder, to kill? Slay, send them home with the roosters, slather them with the oyster-flavored peanut butter. This guy sucks, so let's just, He's maintained severe eye contact. Definitely, yes. Absolutely certain. Jesus, that's vile. That's repulsive. Just like this fucking police. I absolutely love it. Noah. Yeah? Slather them with the oyster-flavored peanut butter. Got it? Yeah. Well, I'm satisfied. The bad daddy slathered up another poor bastard with the oyster-flavored peanut butter. Sends a shiver down my spine. I seriously have to repeat this? This is how real people speak, Noah. It's how people talk outside Silver Lake, you understand? Real people out here trying to say weird, gross shit all the time. So memorize that line, because that line is going to win me a Golden Globe. Oh. The director half remembers your presence. I'm pretty good at sourcing talent, aren't I? Always had a knack for it. I guess I owe you one. For Ever need anything, talk to Noah or somebody else on set. Just don't bother me. I'm busy. Now get lost. Okay. Let's find us some bad daddies. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. The neighbouring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Is that it? I guess we can go in. Well, well, well. Look who's back. Whoa, okay. Hi, Troy. You've seen some things, Troy. What happened? Carnival forget you beside the road? Not even gonna start with you. How come the rest of your family's so chill but you so uptight? You not that stupid, are you? Catherine? She too valuable. They'd never let her die. If anything, she's probably vacationing on a hard drive somewhere. Don't get it. Luckily you got someone like me to break things down for your dim-witted ass. Your mum was excavating all along the rim of the lake. She used to pay me to help from time to time, matter of fact. She needed somebody smart. Someone vigilant. Somebody like me. Especially with shields snooping around. I see some wild shit out in them swamps with Catherine. So it sounds like, yeah, she's some kind of working to researching against the oil refinery. Like Million seems to have come, well, stolen from there, and she's looking for information against the refinery, it sounds like, but willing to to employ some pretty shady characters in the process. I don't believe a word of it. Ain't asking you to believe nothing. And anyhow, this ain't story time. Not letting you sit in this gas station. Goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM for speaking the truth. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, very least. You probably deserved it. Go huff some glue. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills your brother was selling. That might persuade me. Okay, what did we find? What was Mum working on here? What's Troy's deal? Troy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mum with her research. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Okay. That's that. Okay. Well. Apple Street. Batcher. Okay. What do we got? Grave? Memorial languages in the river mud. A 2x4 cross. Plywood plaque, cans of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood as a remembrance. Here passed the brave freedom fighters of January XW11, whose cries of liberty echo through the generations. So it doesn't sound like we're using the Roman calendar here. January XW11. In much smaller lettering, a different hand scratched fake news across the bottom of the plaque. A lone horse drinks from the stagnant water pooled along the riverbank. Okay, it's horsing around. Who dat? Drifter. Hello. A man sits in a pile of flotsam, his head buried in his canvas jacket against the sharp air. Stupid horse. The man's gaze stays fixed on the opposite bank of the river, never turning to you, nor the horse. Can't stand that horse. A lot of stupid in this world. Stupid people. Stupid horses. Couldn't agree more. He spits in the dirt at his feet. You know what they all dump in that water? Hell of a cocktail. He spits again, wiping a string of mucus onto his sleeve. What you out here for anyhow? Ain't you heard they got a criminal on the loose? Bringing the law around here, making things harder for the rest of us? Best be sharp, young'un. Okay. It's me, the criminal is me, I'm on the loose. Where are we going? Dimes discount, home. Can we even go there yet? Long ago, it was plantation land, cheap and abundant along the Mississippi River. The refinery grew in stages, slowly displacing surrounding neighborhoods. This chemical annex came online later. Children of the enslaved became the neighbors of this machine. Okay. How do we get back? Go back to Dimes Discount. And from there we can go to Apple Street. From here we can go to Tavern. Floodgate Tavern, that was right. So we think this might be where Blake is, right? What do we got here? The Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Well, okay, that doesn't help us. Is that all there is here? Okay, well... feels like we've seen everything. What are we missing? Is anyone home here yet? No answer. Why don't we go back home in case Blake's turned up? No. Alright. Now we hit the time of the point and click adventure where we scour everything for what we've missed. And inevitably why I drop off these things. Okay. Some books that we didn't read, but somehow I don't think the feline exclusionary philosophy, whatever it's called, is going to help us here. Bedroom, kitchen. Let's check the kitchen. No Blake. Oh, pills. Didn't yeah, you pocket your mum's pills. So Troy wanted pills. And to be honest, we probably don't want them around. We just don't want that reminder in the house. So we'll just peg him at Troy and make him go away. So I think that's what we need. Nope. Million's got nothing else for us. So let's go back to the dime store. Got me them pills. Only way you're getting through. Smart move. I'll let you cross the picket line this time, punk. Okay, here we go. Oh, so yeah, automated store. What have we got? Is this where we wanted to get a fuse from, I think, for the motorcycle? Protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy. What's that? Fuses hang out on the shelf. Well, okay, I guess fuses are pretty common here. Got yourself some bubblegum and a fuse. Classic combo. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from the backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. Oh, this is just like those stupid automated service station things. Like, put it back in the bag. Put the item back in the bag. Oh, in the bagging area. Return it to the bagging area. It's like obsessed with the bagging area. Robots hate bags. Robots hate them. To use an item in your inventory, drag the item from the inventory menu to the intended target. You scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. Okay. Wonder if this place ever started checking IDs. During high school, friends in the city would drive all this way just to get booze. Immaculately stocked cigarettes. So who's stocking this? We've obviously got like a robot server, but Troy must still be stocking the place, right? Or is there like a million type android doing the shelves? Dusty bags of dog food line the shelf. Is that it? Okay. This disembodied, illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. Good evening. How may I help you? You know Troy, that guy outside? Thank you for your inquiry. I am forwarding it to the Piraloo and Sons LLC. Piraloo and Sons LLC has declined to respond to your inquiry. American Discount Southeast Incorporated prides itself on its outstanding mentorship and jobs training program. American Discount Southeast Incorporated works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career growth. At American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise, I'm going to have to start abbreviating that. ADSI. We leverage automation and machine learning technologies to enhance the lives of all employees. To apply for a position at any ADSI franchise location, please visit ADSI-ADSI today. Okay, do we actually... A manual price, do we pay for it? We scanned it, but I don't know if it's like automatically discharged to our tab. Looks like there's a credit card reader here, but if I run, is the robot gonna tackle me? No, I guess we got away with it. Okay. Well, we want to go back home and give the fuse to Million. We got the fuse. Good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of time at Sarpy Paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him there. Oh, can we ride the bike now? Yeah. Whoa. The sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Million has joined your party. Oh, we got party members here. Interact with party members by clicking their portraits in the party menu. If you're stuck, they may be able to help. Interesting. So there's just like the airline runway is now a highway? Oh no, or is it just a highway that is connected to the airline? Million shouts over the wind. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around during your visit. How's Blake been? The year that you left, Blake became uncontrollable. His behavior troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of your grandfather. After he was expelled from Destrayan, he began running drugs into the parish. He made himself many enemies. He put those things behind him after her illness, but now that she's gone, I'm uncertain what to expect. Perhaps. No one is asking you to, Kay. What's it been like around town? S.H.I.E.L.D. has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's boat into the lake to investigate reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. Oh, that's another Chivo. I think it's just for, like, unlocking the mind map or something. She assumed it to be unpermitted S.H.I.E.L.D. activity. She was unable to find any evidence of it. However, it was clear that she found something during that investigation. I don't know. Perhaps you do? In any event, something drew her to the lake in the months before her death. How have you been? I'm always the same, Kay. Always the same. Cool. We know where Blake is. He's at the bookshop, right? Oh, so now we can just fast travel. I guess? No? Oh, over here? There we go. Sarpy books. Sarpy books. What have we got? Where is that dog staring? People will move, but the animals don't. It's a little unsettling. Checks the cash. Two teens nod and gesture excitedly while bouncing between topics. Where'd this dog come from, bruh? Dunno. She been sitting there for a while. You seen her eyes? Yeah, I seen her eyes. Them eyes are something, bruh. A stocky pit bull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. I nearly said natural, but yeah, there ain't nothing natural about that dog. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. Okay, so someone tell canipetyourdog.com. You cannot. A young man leans against his station wagon while scrolling idly on his phone. His silhouette darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender's sign. Started doing this rideshare thing a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. Sucks. Yeah, sucks. I think that's it. Bookstore. Your mum used to come here to dig through the stacks among the heaps of used romance novels and westerns. She always managed to find some occult artifact. The owner is also the landlord. You imagine that's the only way he manages to keep a place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating schemes. For a while, you could get your phone repaired here. Then they tried selling vape cartridges. Then Kratom. Then anime war scrolls. LSU yard ornaments after that. You remember seeing online that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing? Man, hope they still got those war scrolls. In the end, the schemes always fail, and only the paperbacks remain. Clearly should have done body pillows. Oh, it's the cat. I've heard about this cat. You wonder how anyone can read in this dim and cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend Erica waiting behind the counter to greet you. Kay? And Million, when did you get back to town? I have been in Norco for quite some time. Perhaps you are misremembering, Erica. Weird, I guess so. But anyhow, Kay, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. Who'd you run into Troy? That guy, my god, he's such a clown. I was keeping up with your travels online, but haven't seen you post in a while. I tossed my phone in the rear ground. I respect that. Seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing of people chopping down cell towers, tearing fiber cables out of the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. She nods into the ensuing silence. Back because of your mum, huh? Oh, miss the hell out of that woman. I know it wasn't always easy between you two. I was around for some of the arguments. Blake would say she was a great person, but a terrible mum. I just hope you and your brother can find some comfort. That means a lot, thank you. Of course, I lost my dad a while back, also to cancer. He was a mean bastard. Picked up my sister and threw her one time. Ended up giving her a concussion. I couldn't wait for him to die, and when he did, I danced. But as the years pass, I find myself thinking about him more. It feels good to hear stories about him. It's always complicated with this shit. Never easy. I worry about your brother. Your mum's illness was taking a toll on him. I watched him slip back into some bad behaviors. Have you seen him? Yeah, I saw him yesterday. He hasn't been around the house. He has not. He said he was heading to Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. He may have gotten wasted. I know Gus let him sleep behind the bar a couple times. Did he know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Figured he'd try to avoid me. Ah, yeah, he can be like that sometimes. I've had to be delicate with him recently. If I ask how he's doing, he goes quiet. If I offer help, he doesn't return my texts. It's a front, he wants help. Sure, but I can only try so hard. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Okay, well, let's save the best till last. I might in fact wrap it up after we leave this, but hang on, let's see what we can find here first. You scan the titles on the shelf. Don't be a vampire. Sounds like something a vampire would say. You pick the slim self-published paperback from the shelf and flip to a random page. Another dark and lonely night spent in this cavern of despair, hidden from the daylight. Blackout curtains are all that defer my eternal death. Thought being a vampire would be sexy, but it's not. It's awful for your skin. I look pathetic. Also, blood tastes like bong water. Didn't think it'd be like this. Good Hope Cemetery Easements. A carbon copy of a document authored by the St. Charles Parish Planning Committee. Oh, that's a new milestone. My first spam bot. No, that's not right. I did have one before, but hang on a sec. One second. How do I do that? Hang on a sec. Just block, block, block. There we go. Now, how do I delete that? Interesting. I've never had to mod anything out of here before. It's not like, it's obviously not a big deal if it stays there, but I would rather it not be there for good practice. How do we bring that banhammer down? You know you're making it when people start spamming you. Interesting. Delete messages. Yeah, or maybe do it have to pop out the chat. It's no? Okay, I'm not sure. Just obviously don't click that. I mean, not that they even provided the link. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up after the fact. But I shouldn't be able to spam anymore. Okay. The document outlines the parish's intention to secure a roadway through a 90-meter stretch of the Shield Industrial Complex. This easement would allow the descendants of those entombed to visit the Good Hope Cemetery. The grave sites are currently surrounded on all sides by the refinery. Ouch. Okay. Alright. Well. Let's get to it, huh? Crouton. So here is the illustrious Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster out back licking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's a devil. I've got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. Okay, well, obviously we have to. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? Ow. Okay, too slow. It's like a quick time event to pet the cat. Oh, I think it may have flashed like an... I think those symbols may have like flashed in a particular order. I need to like re-click them. Let's try that. Yeah. There we go. I liked it. 1. Oh wow, Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. Okay, are those eyes actually happening? It seems like are the animals in this game robots? Like all the animals are creepy and like just don't move. So I'm suspicious. He seems to be getting a little excited. I don't know about that. Try not to. Okay. Well, count's going up. Okay. Oh no, he doesn't like that. Okay. Oh, the count starts again if you get it wrong. Okay. Okay. Now. 2, 4, 3. Wow, I've never seen a cat purr this hard. Maybe you should slow things down. take it slow, guys. Yeah, he's vibrating pretty fast there. 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. Uh-oh. No, really. Stop touching the cat. Crouton looks like he's fixing to explode. Wait, can I save this game? Save. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure. I have seen a gif of what happens here. I'm not sure if it has an effect or if I can take this back. So let's see Crouton's voyage here. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. Okay. Yep. There are no words. Chivo, you launched Crouton. Rocket Cat. There's definitely something up with the animals. There's something in the water. Oh, what the fuck just happened to the cat? Okay, damn it! I told you to stop fucking with the cat. Did he just launch through the ceiling? What the hell just happened? Ooh, Crouton. You grab the phone case from the counter. A phone case resembling Crouton. He was sitting there protecting the phone case. Do we see the cat again? If we look up into space, will we just see a glint in the sky? She does not look happy. I think her face demeanor has actually changed. Hey, I love you. I know you're going through a hard time, but I'm a little pissed you launched the cat through the ceiling. Oh, everyone, we all do it sometimes, huh? Just give me some space, okay? Okay. Well, I think we're gonna leave it there. Yes. Perfect expression. Yes. Thank you, Ash. Okay. Well, let's step outside. Check out my... Oh. I do hope Erica is correct and that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with the sense that something is wrong. Do you feel it too, Kay? I'm guessing we're gonna need the private investigators. Does something feel strange to you? Oh, flashback, huh? Several weeks ago. Greater New Orleans Neural Visioning Clinic. Yeah, there was some rumor about Troy said something about, oh, your mum is just vacationing, like some kind of virtual vacation. So uploading your brain might be a thing here. It's a trope that I've always enjoyed. But we'll see. I'm not sure how long this little interlude is going to go, so I'm actually going to save it here. If I can, I can't. Okay, let's just see how this goes then. What brings you here? I want a record for my children. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may need me. I understand. And you were referred to by Mr. Richard? Duck. That's what everyone calls him. Aha. Yes, Duck. We followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? I gather we'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, let us begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk about your earliest memory. It's of pine trees, yes? That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete. Oh, yeah, I clicked the wrong one. Whatever, let's go with it. Like sick flesh, like cancer. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown, but he'd remain silent. He'd sit quietly in his truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Your father's house? I couldn't wait to get out. And that's why you married Blue. Yes, to have somewhere to go. He bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it was my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? That was a difficult night for you. It didn't feel real. Why? The smoke of the refinery twisted itself into unnatural shapes. Where was Blue? He sat on the window all night. The east-facing window? Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the flare stack of the refinery in his eyes. Yeah. What's wrong with his eyes? It's the little filigrees there. I wonder. I never apologized. Oh. I guess we can delete memories? Oh, that's right. We're leaving a memory for the kids. Let's save the trees. I guess do we want them to know their father? Probably. Yeah, I mean, doesn't sound like he's someone worth knowing, but for prosperity, we'll save everything. I think. Lean into those hard truths. How was it after that? In the time before he died? We circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house, nursing Kay, and only leave when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or the next to her crib. He'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. And then there was the explosion. When the cat cracker blew, they said he fell 5 stories. We went to identify his body on a Thursday night. I remember the tempo of the street lights. The police scattered across the East Bank. I carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. We were quiet, she and I. I'll save everything. Tell me about this man. Oh, is this our vampire friend? I would see him from time to time around Norco. This was many years back. But several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Million? Yes. Could be it. What was your first encounter with Million? Let me think. She came to me in the parking lot. Kay was about 12 years old at the time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminium refinery. I stared for a long time into her constellation of eyes. They swelled in a kind of desperation. I took her home, knowing it was another mistake. You were reckless in those days. I welcomed any trouble I could find. Sudden regrets in saving the, the vampire man. What is the significance of this image to you? It's... well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere. Ah, our sun friend. Followed me to the lake. When? Recently, a few weeks ago. This is where Mr. Rich's branch factors into your biography. Duck's version escaped. A hard fork, an extremely rare instance. And grew into some kind of monster. Okay. He began speaking to me through the radio. He told me to install an app. An app? Yes. Is it a spam bot? is that a spam bot is my chat right now? I think it's something to do with the thing, the sphere, whatever it is. But so long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. The app pays? Yes. I see. It seems that this is the last control point that you submitted. Would you like to include any additional thoughts and memories? Anything not included in the intake form? No, that should be enough. I will now begin disconnecting the senses. A slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal, and no cause for alarm. I thank you for your patience, Miss Madeira. Okay. We're gonna call it there. Okay, thanks for joining me. It's interesting so far. It's got it's quite a few hints to something much deeper going on. It's hard to know what the deal with this world is. How far removed are we? We've got robots. We've got I mean the crypto cults aren't too far from reality. We've got ghost ladies and robot cats and rocket cats. So definitely curious to see what exactly is going on in this world. How much is explained versus it's just going to be a bit of magical realism on the fringes. So where are we? Non VC. Okay, well, I don't know that I'll be streaming more of this. I'll probably get back to Morrowind next week. Although I did see that Daggerfall is now free on Steam, so I might install that and play for something a little different. Maybe in a couple of weeks we can do that for the alternate off Morrowind. So this coming week, I don't know if the podcast will be ready for this week, but it'll be coming soon regardless. The next episode of the podcast on Great Western Trail, the board game, and we've kind of teased this, but Norco here will be the next video game that we cover for the podcast. So I'll probably need to be playing through it relatively quickly, so I can't sort of take my time streaming this over the week. So I'll probably just breeze through it my own time. I've heard it's not that long, like 5 hours or something. So if you want to hear more about my thoughts once I'm done with this, stay tuned for more of the podcast and play along yourself. It's on Game Pass, so you can play it for free. Oh, not for free, but if you have Game Pass, you have access to this game basically. So if you want to play along for the podcast and let us know your thoughts, please feel free to do so. Get in touch on Twitter or on our email at omnigamersclub@gmail.com. So I'll be streaming something this week. I am ostensibly due to do a baking stream. I'm not sure if I can quite get coordinated this week. I've got something in mind, but I need to... I'm still sourcing a couple of ingredients that I need to see if I can make time to find this week. So if I can't do that, maybe I'll do the pretzel stream, or maybe I'll just do something low key for my Wednesday stream. So stay tuned for more information there. Thanks so much for joining me, everyone, and have a good week. I don't know that anyone is streaming right now. Let me just check here. No, okay. Okay. thanks everyone, and have a good week. Good night.